Alright guys, picking up where we left off in the last video, we still got some work to do over there where we want to put the fence for our cattle. But speaking of cattle, or a cow, I think Miss Piney Grove is grabbing Chief. Strong like bull, stubborn like bull. I was talking to Chad Doss and showed him the pictures of this when we did it the other day. And we doubled the size of the stall for the upcoming arrival, and we'll throw you up a little sneak peek right now. That's all you get for now though. And Chad said those animals have no idea how good they have it. What's up, Chief? Say hi to your peoples. Did you hear what Dev just said? Do you want to go for a walk? I asked Chad the other day, I said, have you ever, because he's got longhorns, and you know, they start out as small cattle before they get to be huge cattle. And I said, do you ever walk your cows? I sent a video of us doing a walk, or Deb walking the cow, and he's like, I've never walked a cow in my life. So to get you caught up, yesterday we were moving that pile of dirt, and we don't have much left there. But we're going to get that pile down to nothing, and then we got to work on that woods right there. So basically everything right now that's in the field of view of the camera is what I got to clean out with the excavator and the forestry mulcher, and then get some fencing going. When we went and saw the full-size Highland cows today at the farm where we got Chief from, we didn't see them before because they stay in the back pasture. But we saw them today, and I was shocked at how big they get. Now I knew that this wasn't a micro mini, that this was a mini cow, but they still get up to, I might mess up the size, but mini is like 40 inches and below, and Chief should be shorter because they said Chief was one of the smallest calves that they've had. And that's still a big cow though. I mean, 800 to 1,000 pounds. So a little bit of sticker shock, or I don't know, a dose of reality when we saw those full-size cows. It's like Fuzzy Bear. So you've heard the term stubborn as a bull. Well, we are learning firsthand that or bullheaded, that it's very true, because that is one stubborn little cow right there. Chad Doss said you should be ashamed to call yourself a cow in that fancy stall. Yeah, like I said, we saw them big cows, and that kind of changed our mind on how many cows we want, because we're not trying to have a herd out here as far as a herd of, 4,000 or 2,000 pound animals.
They stayed this big, and they were...
Yeah, if they stayed Chief size, we'd probably have 6 or 8 of them if we could afford them. I got to get to work, Chief. If I'm being honest, I just want to stay with the cow and play with him. I need to knock this out. Beautiful day, so let's get started. Before I haul that dirt off to the front of the property, I'm going to see how much I need here to get this level. What I want is to have these 3 garden beds here. It's just another place to grow stuff. They get full sun. And then get all this grass growing real good here. And then I want to have my solar panels right here for my jackery. I just ordered them today, but I want my solar panels to be like on a post right here. So I think in between these 2 windows, my solar panels, 3 raised beds here with whatever we grow in them. Something that will get or needs lots of sun. But yeah, it's not going to take that much, not as much as I thought, to get this level. Right where I left it yesterday. I was going to bring the dump trailer over here, but I figured it was just as easy to do it this way. Might need more than I thought though. So that's quite a bit of dirt, but it still needs about another inch or two. So I think I'm going to dump another trailer load here, and I'll work on it later, but I just wanted to make sure I had enough dirt for this area before I carted the rest of it off.
Welcome a cow. You know. Is he dead?
Man, you're so beautiful. That must be the beautifulest thing I've ever seen.
And he's talking about the cow.
And there's Deb. Guys, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty here. I took, I think, 4 loads over behind the red barn to level out under those tartar raised garden beds. And if I look at this, try to segment it, I'll say 1, 2, 3, 4. I say 4 more cartfuls. I might take 1 more over behind the red barn, but the rest are going to go out to the front of the property. And I think with what's left of the day, because I got such a late start, I might go ahead and grade under the tartar boxes and maybe at the front of the road. There's no danger of rain, but I got so much to do over here that if I don't knock that out, that'll just sit for probably months. So it's better if I'm thinking about it and I got the tractor out to go ahead and do it. But I'm going to load this trailer up and then decide where it's going. I had to use the excavator to break it up. It was just too compacted and the clay on the bottom's dry, and I didn't want to have to stand my loader up on end just to get some dirt. So I cleaned it all up and then I pushed it with the excavator blade too. Alright, that's 1 bucket in the Summit trailer. Let's go 2 buckets. Go ahead and push to the other side, leave myself some room over here. I'll make a divot in the center. I should be able to get the better part of another bucket right there. Some's falling off the trailer, but a lot of it's staying on. When I'm moving dirt like this, I always like to keep my bucket full when I go take the trailer. I don't know why, it's just what I do. I've really come to appreciate these suitcase weights as part of this quick hitch from Good Works Tractor on back of my tractor here. That extra ballast, 420 pounds plus the 3-point hitch, I guess 520 pounds or so, it really helps. And I usually do this type of work with no ballast on the back, or I put an implement back there, and then you hear the implement bouncing around and everything, and it also limits how far backwards you can go, like up against that tree. So this is really working out, not only as a quick hitch, but as easy ballast for my tractor. So what do you think? 1 or 2 more loads? There's the size of the Kubota bucket, and there's the size of the pile that's left. I'm gonna say it's gonna be 1 full trailer load, and then maybe the rest I can spread out. But knowing how this usually goes, that's probably 2 trailer loads there. I just looked at the camera, and it takes me 4 minutes to park, get on the Kubota, start it, and fill the tractor, or fill the trailer, the Summit trailer. But we have 2 trailer loads here, 1 on the trailer and 1 on the ground, so I was off a little bit. There's still a full trailer load on the ground, and there'll probably be a little bit extra. But we're real close to moving this whole pile. Well, there ended up being 3 loads there, not 2, but this last load will fill in nicely on this path that I've been coming up with the tractor, and that's pretty much all the fill dirt that I needed for right here. This Summit is like a billy goat. I didn't have to lock in the rear differential except for like 1 or 2 times coming up here. I did almost hit the fence last time though. No problem pulling that up. I'm going to walk down here, and you'll be able to see every pile of dirt or every load of dirt that I brought. And cameras never do angle justice, but it was impossible to mow that with a 0 turn. You'd have to get in there with a brush hog, and sometimes even the bigger Kubota tractor would have trouble and kind of high center there. But now once I get this graded out, and all I got to do is take the front bucket and kind of push it in against those pine trees and pack it in, put in some grass seed, that'll be so much easier to mow. And you can see the piles keep going, but I put one over there. There was actually like a old washing machine tub buried in the ground there, and it was a huge hole, about 2 foot deep. I kept getting the tractor, not stuck in it, but it would bump the heck out of you. And then I think I put 3 loads here where it drops off from this big oak tree from this road that we had put in. But as usual, when it comes to work and dirt movement, I bit off more than I could chew today because I really wanted to not only get this dirt moved, but get it graded. But it's already dinner time, and also there's like some kind of dry front moving through. It is really cool, really nice out here. So I've got great temperatures for like the next 7 days to do all this dirt work, get those tartar beds level. I got a whole bunch of stumps to dig out, and then start getting the fencing done for Chief. And also Chief's friend that should be here in 2 days, I think.
Yes, stay tuned because we got more excitement coming up, and our next excitement might moo. I'm just saying, it might moo.
So hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please click that like button. And remember, life's short, tractor hard. And check out these 2 videos right here. They're pretty cool too. Take care, guys. We'll catch you on the next one.